Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO Weekly News episode. It's a bigger episode than the last few have been. Lots of more new sets have been revealed. There's also a couple of larger stories in general within the LEGO community that have happened that I think deserve a little bit more attention. So before we jump in, first I do want to say that the nanoscale Munificent class star Frigate has gone up in the web store for custom instructions. The designer Tan Bricks put a bunch of amazing details on this model, and personally I think it's one of those ships that does not get nearly enough love within the Star Wars universe. Video to that is linked in the description below, and now let's start off with the reveal of the Discovery Space Shuttle. Specifically, the name of the set is NASA Space Shuttle Discovery. It is set number 10283, sells for $200, 2,354 parts, releasing on April 1st. There's already some reviews out. I thought the designer video for this particular set was very good. I've also left a link for that in the description. Tons of new silver pieces have been added. They made a new cockpit windscreen piece along with some other rounded out bricks to top it off. It's got a huge amount of function, lots of different display options, and I'm sure it's been constructed quite well. It really does look like a very clean model. Along with the announcement of this, there's also some reveals for new Star Wars helmets. Pre-order is available right now. They are going to be available globally on April 26th. We've got Darth Vader's helmet at 834 pieces, selling for $70. Personally, I think the details look pretty good. I'm totally not against the spherical studded shape that we have for the top, but for some reason I think the shape of the Scout Trooper helmet came out just a little bit better here. It is $49.99, 471 pieces. Ultimately, it is sort of up to you, but there's also an announcement for the Imperial Probe Droid. It is 683 pieces. It comes with a UCS style sticker, but it's technically not a UCS set. I would call this a UCS set just because it's a large display piece for this droid, and we're probably not going to get a reiteration of this for a very long time, if maybe ever. The details are awesome. I personally love this particular droid from the universe. And then related to this set, or I should say during the teaser video for this particular set, we got this shot, which is the unofficial teaser for the next UCS R2-D2. The build style is somewhat similar to the 10225 version, though this time we have a lot more slopes. And technically, it feels like it's studless on top of the head here. Let me know what you think about this new sort of section-y, slopey build style that you have for R2-D2's head. And also this week, sticking with the helmet line, the Batman Cowl is now available for pre-order as well. Personally, I think it is strange not having his face coming out from the cowl. It's all just trans black bricks, and it just feels a little bit off, especially because we did get Venom's head and Carnage's head. But I suppose people may have thought it was too easy to make it look like a severed Batman head, like a human head build, and people would have put a bloody stump on it or something. I don't know why exactly they avoided putting a face in there, but I personally do think this is just a little bit off, and I am curious to see what the custom building community does with this set by actually just making Batman's face go into it. Guaranteed you're going to have instructions for somebody's build that really fleshes out this particular helmet a lot more. 410 pieces, sells for $59.99, a little bit more expensive than some of the Star Wars helmets, in terms of parts at least. In a really weird story, LEGO has decided to officially cancel the Crooks Hideout City Set 60278. This was teased a few weeks back, or maybe a couple months back at this point. And the official quote from the LEGO group is, "With LEGO City, we always aim to represent the reality of the world in a way that is fun, positive, and appropriate for kids. With this in mind, we have decided to not launch this product, as we do no longer feel it is in keeping with the values of the LEGO City brand." It's really strange. I think because there's an actual building, an actual physical place within the city that is dedicated to crime or mischief. I suppose LEGO feel that is taking the step too far, as opposed to just having bank robbery scenes. or general cops and robber breakout stuff from jails, things like that. Personally, this left my head scratching a bit. I think it's a little bit silly. I don't see a huge distinction on what is technically positive or appropriate for kids, whether or not you have bad guy vehicles or bad guy buildings, but that's ultimately the direction they went, so you guys can let me know what you think about it in the comments below. As a way to promote the new Vidiyo theme, they're going to be doing a American Beat Bit studio tour. Essentially, I think these are going to be little pop-up shopping areas with a DJ in different shopping centers. They have a when and where tour date announcement list. So far, it's not totally complete. And before we finish off with LEGO Ideas news, first I do want to talk to you about this article that I saw. The title reads, LEGO wins design patent case against German company at EU court. So LEGO has been going through many different types of legal battles with patents over the years. Many or most of the core system bricks from LEGO's original patents have all expired a long time ago, which is why you have legal competitors of LEGO compatible bricks. But in this most recent case, there was a question about a somewhat newer brick, at least new in the grand scheme of LEGO patents. It was from 2010, I think originally used as the stand piece for collectible minifigures. A lot of the classic LEGO bricks are not patent protected because their designs are based on technical function, while more specialized pieces, like this one in particular, has smooth areas and studded areas where the design of the brick is not specifically based on technical function and therefore could be patented as a particular type of design. The larger scope of this is that LEGO could do this with a ton of their bricks, and now based on this court decision, the EU IPO must review an exceptions clause declaring that combination parts exhibiting innovative features are a major marketing factor and can be protected even if they are not of a technical nature. Long story short, there are several companies that are selling bricks that are compatible with LEGO. And depending on how the court rules, a lot of those sets might become illegal, or these companies have to drastically change what their products are. By the way, if anybody has any more information about this particular situation, please let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to explain this situation the best I know how, but I must admit I'm not as deeply involved in a lot of the subtleties of this case compared to maybe some other folks that are within the community. All that being said, the basic argument comes down to whether or not LEGO is being anti-competitive or they are trying to protect their brand. It's really easy to say that LEGO is a big bad guy pushing the little guys around, while I can also see the frustration of the LEGO company who spends millions of dollars in R&D testing out new elements, and then when they finally find some new designs that they really like and they produce them, all the other smaller companies say, hey, that's a cool piece, we'll just make that also. So it's weird how the smaller companies sometimes piggyback a bit off of LEGO based on their expert design team, while at the same time folks are arguing that LEGO is trying to shut the door on any type of competition that might come its way. It's honestly a pretty interesting situation for me personally. I just really like seeing how this sort of stuff develops in the real world, and I really do want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below, because it is a very interesting, unique situation that is not going anywhere anytime soon. And just to be clear, we're not talking about Chinese copycat companies, we're talking about companies like Delta Sport, Q-Man, Blue Bricks, Kobe, and I think several other more. All right, let's finish off with some ideas sets that got 10,000 votes. This first one is the Retro Arcade by the designer If You Build It. Looks amazing on the outside, tons of great details, lots of fun builds on the interior, and I totally get why people got 10,000 votes in there. This next one's pretty interesting. It is the Modular Portal Testing Chamber by Angry Fortichoke. It looks a little bit strange and complex, but the modularity of this design, I think, makes it so you can create different portal-themed obstacle courses based on all of these much smaller pieces that all come together. You've got walls that can move in and out, platforms that can go up and down, and things like that. It's a super interesting concept. And also within the LEGO Ideas realm, the Out of This World Space Builds winners were announced. That was a building contest. The first place winner is the Adventures of the USS Cardboard by Bulldozer, so congrats there. And if you want to have your build displayed at the LEGO house, there is another building contest happening on LEGO Ideas, and I've left a link to that one as well. So this was a bigger news episode than the normal ones that we've been putting out the last few weeks. Let me know what you guys think about all the different stories in the comments below, especially that EU court case one. I am just very curious about how this is going to turn out, and as it develops, I'll be sure to let you guys know in these weekly news updates. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoy our content, you can always like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.